Just stick with us and become adventure driven. Botswana is one of the best overlanding destinations in Africa, and a trip to this amazing country never disappoints.
This turns out to be an adventure like no other, as we visit the majestic Makgadikgadi salt flats, gain entry into a very exclusive part of the Okavango Delta by way of helicopter. Heading north, we experience a once-in-a-lifetime campsite on the Delta's main Kovango River, as we visit Ngepi camps on the edge of the Bwabwata National Park, spend a night at Livingston campsite, and close out this episode with our final night at Elephant Sands campsites. This is magic.
Our first night stop is on the Makgadikgadi salt pans at Kubu Island, the perfect place to camp and enjoy a unique experience, driving through some extremely dusty but epic conditions. The vehicles are hard at work, but it's a privilege traveling with friends, and our goal is to get to Kubu before the sun goes down.
Right, so as you can see, we are on a new adventure, and a very exciting adventure, something completely different, and cannot wait to show you guys where we are, where we're going, where we've been, and some exciting news with regards to Opposite Lock.
Yes, this is the start of the Opposite Lock Africa YouTube channel. Keep an eye out and subscribe for vehicle builds, product reviews, and more epic adventures.
Kubu Island is a granite rock island located in the Makgadikgadi Pans area in Botswana. The island is a national treasure and considered a sacred site to the people of Botswana, and it's a must visit whenever overlanding through Africa. Right, a quick coffee stop, and we plan our route off the Pans with our next destination being Maun.
After taking a look at the Tracks for Africa pull-out maps, we realized that in order to get to Maun before the sun sets, our best way forward is to go backwards. So we head towards the sewer pan along the Ridgeline Road and then onwards to Maun, where we will be spending a night at Sitatunga campsites.
Right, so we are here on our way to Nata, and we just came across a fella stranded in the middle of the road, bogged down in a 2x4 vehicle. And shame, the guy has been there since yesterday morning, 10 o'clock. That's a long time. And apparently everyone that's driven through has driven past him without helping.
Bud found a friend here stuck in the road in the sand. So I'm just going to quickly give him a hand and pull him out gently so he can be on his way and get these things done. Huh?
And you got your whole recovery kit in there.
Everything's in here, Bud. Everything I need is here.
You're never too busy to help someone out, eh?
No, never, but you always got to. Because what happens when it happens to you, you know?
Exactly.
So you hope that you're paying it forward.
And he's been stuck here since 10 o'clock yesterday.
Yesterday morning, yeah. He owns a cattle post just up here. So shame, yeah, I've been stuck, eh? Said yesterday came through, or 2 days ago came, no problems, and all of a sudden today, just an unlucky day for him, you know?
But we helped him out. He's out.
Yes, he's out.
So we move forward to Maun.
Yeah, he just wants us to pull him a bit forward. Even the surface roads in Botswana can be an adventure, and the one between Nata and Maun is one of them. It's also an opportunity to see wildlife on the main tracks, and this is one of the many magical aspects of Botswana.
It's quite strange to see, and it's become quite prevalent now along the roads of Botswana. At the main water culverts alongside the road, we see quite a few elephant, and this ignites our passion for the wild.
A perfect end to a perfect day adventure in Africa, the opposite lock way.
Good morning, and what a morning it is. We're at Sitatunga campsite, and we've got to leave by 8 because we've got to make the place that we're going to, and I'll tell you more about it, or Ed will tell you more about it a little bit later. We've got to be there by 11:30. It's a non-negotiable thing.
Let's do this. A new day of adventure. Normally we drive into the Delta. Today we're doing something completely different.
Smile! Yeah! Hey!
On this stretch of the trip, we head from Sitatunga campsite to Sehitwa and on our way up to Shikawe. But we make a stop just short of Shikawe at Sepupa, where we catch a helicopter flight into the Cylinder Spillway area, where we'll be staying at Karangoma Lodge for the next 3 nights.
All the members on this adventure are passionate about African bush, and what we are about to undertake is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Trust me.
Yeah, so it's all a very quick amount of business here.
How
Yeah.
exciting is this, Eddie? We're going on a chopper, the R44 Raven 2. I feel
Pretty crazy. So have a look at this.
My name is Luke. I'm a helicopter pilot for Helicopter Horizons. Today we're just doing a PAX transfer from our heliport to Kovango Lodge. It'll be about 15 minutes. We're flying right over the Panhandle and then sort of the northern edge of the Delta, so we should see some good game en route.
Although we've been to the Okavango many times, seeing it from the air is something completely different. Although costly, I would encourage anyone to do it. Just when we thought the afternoon couldn't get any better, Luke took the doors off for a 15-minute scenic flight. And with the doors off, we get a glimpse of Karangoma and its amazing wildlife. Having that helicopter flight was truly fantastic, but being back on the ground and feeling a lot safer, we're greeted by the lovely staff from Kovango Lodge.
From here, folks, will be taking you to Karangoma camp. So the camp is just in this direction. Just on a straight line, it will be like plus or minus 10 minutes. So that means maybe we might take either maybe 20 plus or minus 20 minutes to get to the camp. But we understand we just landed in. Then the managers will do the orientation and share with you about the activities and about the camp generally. Then we can start planning for the afternoon activity.
Kovango Lodge is situated in a fairly exclusive area of the Delta on the eastern side of the Cylinder Spillway. It is an area that holds truly wild experiences and fairly close to the village that is Gudigwa. Arriving at this lodge where the scenery doesn't disappoint.
Room 6, I'm room 6.
After an incredible meal, the camp manager Kevin shows us to our rooms.
All our rooms were featured under a specific basket. So this is from the Hambukushu tribe. So if you look at the one on the lamp, it's similar to the one on your bed.
Yeah.
So basically every design, the pillows, everything is underneath this particular pattern. Yes.
Oh, wow, that's awesome, man.
So we have knees of the tortoise, we have tears of the giraffe, and this is the room that we're in now.
Tears of the
So
giraffe.
this is tears of the giraffe, yes.
Wow.
Have Somali and Master. Those are the two trackers.
Okay.
And with the spectacular Botswana skies, it doesn't take long for Karangoma to deliver its magic. With our first wild encounter being truly amazing, we end our third night on this adventure around the fire, sharing a memorable experience.
An early morning sunrise coffee at Karangoma's seating area as we prepare to head in search of what makes this remote part of the Okavango Delta special. It's wildlife.
Hot water bottle and blankets. Amazing, absolutely amazing.
Am I doing the fine?
You're gonna get one?
Yeah, we said
No.
yes. Ready for the morning. The plan for today, this morning, we're gonna try to go more west.
This breakfast spot is a unique opportunity to observe the floodwaters making their way into the delta. The floods originate from the rain in Angola, which has fallen between November and April. The floodwater slowly makes its way through Namibia and into Botswana, arriving in the Okavango Delta, usually by late May. The floods normally peak in the delta during July and August and start to recede in September.
We're stopping for a bit of coffee and muffins and eggs. We're hoping to see the big animals today, you know?
Yeah.
And we'll see as it goes. Just going to eat something and then we're going to be off, mate.
Right, so as part of Karangoma's experiences, Daryl and I are doing something that we said we wouldn't do ever, and get into a Makoro.
We're doing it, but we have to do it. Can't come all this way and we're not doing it. We're doing it. And I can see them over there.
They look good.
They do. The guides at Karangoma are looking after us like gold. And this Makoro experience is something truly special, as they even show us how to make water lily necklaces.
Okay.
incredible, but it's like truly, truly incredible. Was very scared in the beginning, but once you're going 5 or 10 minutes, you feel quite safe. The guides explain everything, and it's quite comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. There's also an option for a fast experience on Karangoma's waterways. The reflection of the clouds in the pristine Okavango water. Wow, just wow.
The Okavango Delta really is one of those places that changes from season to season. And with the floodwaters coming in, the water begins to rise. And with that, all the animals are attracted to the river's edge and the parts of the delta that experience the flood. After experiencing a magic sunset on the boat, we meet up with Daryl and the others, and they share their stories on the Makoro ride.
This experience, you know, that coming up here and getting to Karangoma, which is an amazing camp, it is stunning. You know, we drove into Sapupa, then we flew in by helicopter and we landed at their helipad here. From the minute you arrive, you're treated like gold. It is just an incredible, incredible, incredible place to be. And the way you, like I say, the way you treat it is incredible, right? So we've done, yesterday we had an amazing game drive. We saw the leopard last night. We saw that striped back jackal. This morning up early for a game drive. Didn't see too much this morning, but had an amazing breakfast in a similar location to this. And then the Makoro is definitely my favorite. Never done it, always been petrified, but it was incredible. And now we're going to have a few sundowners with amazing sunset behind me and see what the rest of the evening holds.
And the great thing about this area of the Delta and Karangoma is that you don't have to leave the camp to see the predators. And the following morning, we are blessed with this incredible sighting.
as if it couldn't get any better. And I tell you what, being on the back of the safari vehicle, now I feel a bit safer after we see these two beautiful male lions known as the Karangoma males. It's a real privilege to see these two male lions crossing a body of water, not something you see every day. The swamp lions of the Okavango, just brilliant. So this morning we've seen the two Karangoma males, which in the previous week had killed a warthog right in front of the lodge. And here we have the privilege watching them cross the waters of the Okavango. Talk about cultural engagement as we get to meet the Gudigwa tribe. We never knew this, but the Gudigwa tribe is part of the Khoisan or Bushman tribe that were once scattered wide across southern Africa. These Khoisan are related to the Bushmen that once frequented the river's edge of the Kovango and have now settled in Gudigwa village. What a moment we get to share with them as they show us their cultural dance and depict an elephant being hunted and the healing of a sick elderly woman. We also got to witness the Bushman radio, where this fella sings a song about a monkey and his wife. A truly memorable experience.
Wow. Good. That's not bad, eh? Very good. And my singing, not bad.
You were singing, you were playing the thing, all the things. It was amazing trick, yeah? It's amazing trick. Long time ago, as we know that Bushmen were scattered all over in Botswana, and very far away, with an extended family of 5. Mother, father, whether 2 daughters or 1 son, and the old man, which is the uncle or the grandmother. They were staying in that number.
Daryl, how was that for an experience, right?
It was great. It's a very different experience, but a great experience, and interesting to hear the cultures. Something different to do on an adventuring trip, but great. We went in search of the 2 male lions and were hoping to get some sunset shots of them crossing the water. And well, here you go. One more amazing dinner at Kangoma, as tomorrow it's time to leave this incredible Okavango Delta experience. Okay, I just want to show you the rooms that we have at Kangoma that we've stayed at. But first, before I open the door, just have a look at the views that we get over the floodplains. And we've had quite a lot of activity. In fact, yesterday we had the lions come past. We've just had an elephant pass through now. That gave us a bit of a hard time. But let me show you the rooms. So you've got a nice little patio. It's all very private, as you can see. No one can watch you or peek in. But come inside into the rooms. So your standard room procedures, we've got our safe. Well, you've got to get your safe. They supply you with air horns and doom and peaceful sleep for all your needs. Nice little sitting areas. Spacious, as you can see. Little workstation with USB chargers, all the power you would need. And then we walk through into a sort of an open plan bathroom. You've got an internal shower, beautiful basin area, tent camp style, which I love. You've got a bathroom that's lockable on the deck, and then for the ultimate experience, an outdoor shower. Again, giving you a great view over the floodplains. There's a watering hole in front of this unit.
Karangoma Lodge is not just a lodge, it's a wilderness experience. Add to that a bit of cultural Khoisan engagement and the safari drives in the evenings. This really is a memorable place to enjoy and experience. And it's kind of bittersweet realizing that we'll soon be leaving this place. What an unforgettable 3 nights it's been at Karangoma Lodge.
Okay, so we've just done the helicopter trip from Karangoma Lodge, and it's been amazing. I tell you what, I'd highly recommend. Ed and I would say definitely something worth spending the $400 per 25 to 35 minute flight from Helicopter Horizons here at Moana. And I tell you, it makes so much sense. You can park your cars. You can, they've got a plug point for electrical, so you can use an extension cord, keep those fridges running. And we've just got in, absolutely zero problems. We're just turning around. And yeah, to the guys from Helicopter Horizons, absolutely brilliant job, fantastic flight. We really had a good time. So to Mark and family and everyone out at Karangoma Lodge, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Once in a lifetime experiences and things that change your life.
A great flight, back from the camp to the heliport here. We're on our way to Chicago to do a bit more shopping and stock up, and then we've got an adventure of note. And I'm still trying to work out in my mind how we're going to get it right, but we're going to find out soon. Now it was time to head to Chicago, to an experience which no one has ever done in this area before. We will let the visuals do the talking.
So yes, this was the barge that was used to build this incredible Mahembo bridge, and it's designed to have 4 cement mixers on it, so it should fit all our vehicles perfectly.
Daryl,
Hey, I'm tidying up our accommodation.
how lekker is this, boy?
But
Hey?
I don't think anybody's done this. I've never seen it. I watch all the adventure channels on YouTube. I've never seen anything like this.
Amazing,
Just under the Okavango bridge, we're doing this.
Flippin' amazing, bro.
Yes, man. One problem.
What's that?
Toilet.
Yeah, toilet.
Not sure what we're going to do there, but
It's a big problem, bro.
and we probably won't tell anybody when we figure it out. But that's the only concern.
100%.
We've got a fire pit. We've got wood. Everything we need. We're ready for this. We are ready. It's amazing to think all the water that goes into the delta, that spreads out into the panhandle and all the tributaries, all comes from this. Or am I wrong? I think I'm right.
No, you're right. And where does this come from?
Angola, man.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Namibia down. So it must be a lot of water flowing down here.
Hey, big time.
Time for a good sunset, man.
Daryl's cooking up his famous biltong potjie. What a privilege this is. On the Kovango River with Daryl's food. It doesn't get any better. But just making a little brunch for us on our camper cooker. So very excited about that. Having a lovely morning on the river, as you can see. Couldn't be better. We are privileged to be able to do this. We are not sure if we're going to make this a permanent option, but wow. Enjoying good times with special people, fishing, laughing, and enjoying a couple of beers. It doesn't get any better. If you watching would be keen on driving your vehicles onto the barge and camping on the river for a few nights, let us know in the comments below.
The Okavango River Bridge, also known as the Mohemba Bridge, was opened by Botswana President Mokgweetsi Masisi. It's a bridge that was 6 years in the making and spans 1.2 kilometers in length. It has connected over 10,000 residents in the villages on the eastern side of the Okavango, also known as the Mohemba East, to Mohemba West, as well as opening up tourism to a pristine pocket of the Okavango Delta. Residents previously had to wait long queues for pontoons that had to deal with crocodiles and hippos, which was limited to daylight hours. Now, residents can travel across the river at any time of the day. The cable-stayed bridge with towers resembles elephant tusks, a homage to Botswana having the largest elephant population in Africa. And when the lights come on at sunset, this truly is a remarkable construction.
With a mixed mood in camp, it's a real pity it's time to disembark this barge. No one's ever done this before, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for all of us, and something I'm sure none of us will forget. It's a little tricky embarking and disembarking this barge, as no one's done it before. So engage for low, and there's a little mud on the way out, but you'll be fine. We disembark the barge and then head to Nkasa River Lodge for the evening, which is, yes, once again along the Kovango River.
So we've just finished an amazing 2 days on the barge, which was an incredible experience. To go up and down the Kovango River on a barge with our cars kitted, tents open, was incredible. Tried a bit of fishing, had a really good time, had a late night last night, with a good fire on the barge. We've come off the barge today. We were hoping to go into the Caprivi today, but we battled a bit with accommodation. So tonight we are spending a lovely evening in a bit of a quiet one at Nkasa Rupara Lodge. And we'll head out tomorrow morning early into the Caprivi. And our first camp, we're going to stay at Ngepi camp, which I've never been to, but I've heard it's quite a fun camp. So we look forward to that, and we'll keep you updated. Morning, bud.
How did you sleep?
Bud, slept so well, eh? To wake up like this, hey, in nature. Still, we're on the Kovango River, still we're a bit further down south now. But the bird life here, the view here, to wake up with your tent open with the sunrise coming up is just, it's beyond incredible. Something you need to experience. And then when I look back and I look at, my vehicle, like, you realize that these are the tools you need to get to these amazing places. There's so many places and things we can do with these vehicles, and just makes it so much easier. And I think that's what it's about. Once it becomes very enjoyable and easy to set up, easy to make coffee, it changes your life, And today we are going to cross another border with these vehicles, and we're going to new places, and we'll catch up with those new places in a short while with you. I'm treating Ryan and Ed to a night at a special place across the border in Namibia.
We leave Nkasa Rupara Lodge and make our way for the Caprivi Strip, crossing over into Namibia at the Mohemba border post. We then travel through Bwabwata and make our way to Ingapgai Lodge and campsite.
Are you excited for Ngepi, my man?
Beyond excited. I've heard a lot of great things about it. My mate Brendan from High Range Safari Centre said, bud, that's going to be a jaw.
It's a place, eh?
They say so.
It's going to be a jaw. Let's hope for good things.
Nearly at the border, I think 3 kilometers to go or so. We are across the border. Then to the Ngepi camp. Another fun day, fun evening. Hopefully going to braai on the river, have a bit of a good time, and see what happens, And then tomorrow, straight through the Caprivi. So we've just crossed the border. Very easy. Botswana side through quick. Couple of forms here at Namibia, but pleasure, friendly staff, helpful. And by the way, it's 30 degrees here.
30 degrees, and we've just crossed through the Mohemba border post, and we are now officially in Namibia.
Ngepi is a popular stop for adventure travelers, and we are staying in the tree houses right on the edge of the river.
first-class view of the Kovango River, good times at the bar, and an amazing evening meal is just some of the magic that you'll experience at Ngepi.
This has been an amazing adventure so far, but it's time to start making our way back home. We crossed the Caprivi Strip with our destination for the evening being Livingstone's campsite in the Caprivi.
For Livingston campsite, which is situated on the edge of the Nkasa Rupara National Park. Tracks for Africa takes us down an adventure road as we feel like we're driving roads that haven't been driven for quite some time. Time to deflate tires as the sand begins to get thick.
So we're in Madumo National Park. We're headed down to Livingston camp to spend the evening there. But a beautiful, beautiful place. Really beautiful. I haven't seen much game or any game at all, but really beautiful place to drive through. Roads are okay. A few thick sand patches we've had to deflate already, but very pleasurable.
Arriving at Livingston campsite late afternoon, you soon realize that this is a campsite situated in the heart of the wild. It must be a fantastic place when the rains fall and the floods come.
So for dinner tonight, some pap and tomato sauce thing, those tins. Gonna marinate some chops now, bit of boerewors, and hopefully have a feast. But I'm sure we're gonna have a feast. I'm like convinced we're gonna have a feast.
What cookware are you using?
But I'm using this new range of square pots. It's got the softer handle, they pack a bit better than the old ones, and I love these things. Easy to clean, easy to store. I think I'm making too much pop. Now that I see, I'm making too much pop, right? It's not even bad, yeah. I'm making the talk. Everybody there. You must whisper when you make pop.
Why?
In case you mess it up.
Okay.
Daryl cooks up a mean chow as we're greeted by a barred owlet as the evening draws to a close.
Never know when you need it.
Tomorrow, we head for Elephant Sands.
This is incredible, but woke up to all this buffalo coming past. They've moved off now, but what a quick campsite, eh? Bit of a wild one. Some funny noises last night and during the night, but very awesome campsite. Eh?
I reckon if there's water here, it'll be something else.
Yeah, well, I think even if you're patient, I mean, with all this grazing land, I don't know, but it is nice. Livingston camp.
We leave Livingston campsite fairly early in the morning as we make our way to Katimo Malilo and then to Ngoma border post, where we cross back into Botswana and make our way through Kasane, down past Panamatenga, and end up at Elephant Sands for our last night. What a way to end the trip.
So, we left Livingston camp this morning, which was an incredible camp. Crossed the Ngoma border, filled up a bit in Kasane, and now we're headed to Elephant Sands. Definitely one of my favorite places. Always got included on a Botswana trip. Gonna have dinner there and then leave early tomorrow morning to get back home. But another long day's driving, but all good and fun.
Our final destination is Elephant Sands, and with the two cruisers pulling in, Daryl reflects on an amazing adventure.
So, we're on the last night of our trip, and as a favorite, we have stopped at Elephant Sands for the evening, which is always a stunning place, and it's really a good end to a trip. You know, while setting up the tent here and getting ready for the evening, you know, you just think about what you've done in the past 12 days, and it's been quite incredible. You know, started off in Johannesburg. We left early, stayed on the salt pans at Kubu Island for a night. We headed up to Maun for a night to refresh on supplies, which was amazing. And then we went up to Sipopa, where we chartered 2 helicopters and we flew into a private campsite on the spillway in the Delta. Spent 3 nights there, amazing 3 nights. Saw lion swimming, leopard, buffalo, sable. It's unbelievable what we saw up there. It was really a good time. From there we flew back to Sipopa, collected our cars where they were kind enough to let us put them on charge, and then we drove up to the Mahembo Bridge in Shakawe, where we put our vehicles onto the actual barge that was used to build the bridge, and we went down the river for 2 days and 2 nights, and that was an amazing experience. We fished off the boat, we bride on the boat. We just had an amazing time on this boat. From there we headed up into the Caprivi, where we stayed at first time for me, amazing a campsite called Ngepi. We didn't stay in the campsite, we took their treehouse units, which was beautiful, on the water, open, beyond stunning. You know, then from there we moved on and we decided, instead of going back to Maun, we went through the Caprivi, stayed last night we stayed at Livingston campsite, which was incredible. The wildlife noises were beyond incredible. That was all a bit nervous and a bit on edge, but it was an amazing campsite. Left there this morning, and now we've hit Elephant Sands for the last day of our trip. You know, to do these things, it's like I've said before, it's hard to explain. You got to do them yourself, and I hope that, you know, by us showing you what we do, encourages more people to do it. You know, it was nice to see. You know, from a year or 2 years back when we were doing this, there's a lot more cars, there's a lot more people doing it and experiencing this true African beauty that we have, you know. It's something that you need to experience. You need to experience, you know. You don't have to start as fancy as us with rigs like ours. You know, a tent will do, a normal tent will do, water, you'll be okay. That's what makes it so great. And as you grow and progress into this hobby, you build up your vehicles, you know, and that's how we roll. That's how we roll. You know, when you look at a trip like that, and I always tell my family and my kids, I always say, when we get back from a trip, I say, name 10 best things you did about the trip. I'm not going to give you 10 best things, but the one thing that really was amazing for me was we did a Makoro tour in the Delta, and that was just beyond. I was petrified. The day before when I booked it, I was nervous. I was so scared that was going to be my last day. But it turned out to be the most adventurous thing I've ever done. You know, coming close to hippos and crocodiles, and, you know, in this little boat was just an amazing experience. Something definitely worth trying. Also, I want to say something. I want to say great thanks to Ryan Crocker from 4x4 Ventures, Edward Bath Overlanding, for making this trip possible for me, teaching me the ropes, how to make a video and how to show people amazing and different places. Thank you very much.